Maddy and Jimmy.
Guys, you are watching the Maddy and Jimmy live stream show. Now, spoiler alert, if you don't want to find out who won season 2 of Lego Masters, firstly, what have you been doing? Like, it literally got announced on Monday. I'm sick of people being like, you're ruining it for everybody. But if you don't want us to ruin it for you, I suggest you cover your ears and eyes for roughly 5 to 10 of the next minutes to pass. Yeah. Jackson and Alex, 2 boys from my beloved hometown of Perth, and officially Maddie's dad's favourite team from the get-go. A bad build? I don't think these guys know what that thing is. I really don't. I think if they looked up bad building in the dictionary, it wouldn't show up for them because they have not had a bad build on this entire season. They started with steampunk islands, blasting bank robberies, hunky-dory Hansel and Gretel's, gyrating jailhouses, 3D Venus flytraps, a 1950s worm attack, like specific era worm attack, underwater paradise of Crablantis, a side-scrolling video game adventure, and to top it all off, to take the whole season...
My favourite.
Oh my gosh, the winning build of the Frankenfig, Jackson and Alex, the 2020 Australian Lego Masters champions. Welcome back to our show.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having us. Geez, it sounds impressive when you list them in order like that.
Right. Yeah.
I was going to say that is probably the most hectic intro I've ever heard. Jimmy,
unfortunately, guys, that's all we've got time for. So thank you so much for coming on the show. No, guys, welcome back. Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
So happy to have you guys. And what an epic week. You guys... So pumped. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling wrapped?
Yeah, so stoked. Still sort of like coming to terms with it. It's totally surreal. So it's awesome. It's been like the craziest week ever.
Did you have any idea this would be a reality?
Yeah, when you began, was this on the cards?
No way. Like, I think for both of us at the beginning, our goal was just to get through the first elimination. And then we got through that. And then we thought, let's try and get to the second half of the season. And then we found ourselves there, and then we were like, oh, wait, we could actually get to the final. And then we won. It still feels like a huge surprise.
That is amazing. And it looked like you were enjoying every step of the way as well, which I think was what was so enjoyable for us to watch. Seeing you guys just have so much fun creating stories.
And I love, Alex, that you you succeeded in putting a pun into most of your interviews. And I've actually got to apologise because in our very first interview, or maybe it was our second interview, you made like a sweet brimming pun, and I just completely ignored it. And I just want to say, I watched it back later and was like, there was a sweet pun in there, and I just totally missed it.
Straight over the top of your head.
Yeah.
We were rapid firing the puns.
Yeah, so good.
We just rapid fired the puns and hoped that some of them would make it, and they used like a lot of them. So I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest. I think if there's one thing I could bring, it was puns.
Yeah, that's it. Come for the Legos, stay for the puns.
I love
it. Was it strange for you guys? Because I'm sure everybody is aware of, how television works. Lego Masters Shock wasn't live, and you guys probably filmed that final, am I right in thinking maybe like 4 months beforehand?
Yeah, we finished filming in January. So we beat the COVID crisis just.
Yeah, wow.
And so we've been sitting on it for a while now. So it's been very strange, very hard to keep it under wraps, for sure.
Yeah, was it stressful? I mean, because you don't know, nobody knows if they win or not. You know you're in the top 2, but then you have to wait like a whole bunch of months. Was that stressful, not like waiting to find out?
Yeah, I've been stressed throughout the whole thing, really. Like, there was a lot that we had to keep pretty tight to our chests, but I feel really glad that, we can just let the whole thing out and just enjoy this moment.
Look, I'm still coming to terms with it. I've been so stressed from the day they were like, oh, Alex, you can be on the show. I still remember waking up in the morning, we were flying to Melbourne, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. They flew us over super early. And I just moved all my stuff back to mum's because I knew I was going to be away for a few months. I woke up and I went, Mum, I don't think I can do it. Like, I'm so stressed. I'm terrified. And then from that moment until Monday, I have had like my heart in my chest, and now it's like settled. I crashed so hard on Monday night and now I'm finally like a big deep breath, but it's been crazy. It's totally surreal. And the people that we built against were just like legit really brilliant Lego people, and I still don't know how we managed to pull it together and come out on top.
Well,
Oh,
what I
that's
loved
amazing.
in your builds was you had this incredible sense of humor, and you guys always told a great story
Yeah.
in every build. And one of my favorites would have to be Crablantis.
Yes.
And I am an improviser, I'm a comedian, and I love to make up songs. And I noticed that you guys were doing the same thing with Crablantis. Is it true there's like a mini musical attached to this build?
They could very well be.
Yeah, we pretty much came up with the whole theme song for Crablantis, and we kind of refined it as the build went on, and they showed little snippets of it. But we probably had more fun with that build than just about anyone else.
It was so cool. Is there any chance we could just get like the first line of the Crablantis theme song chorus?
I think the opening was like, Crustaceus, he's the king of the sea. And then think about,
Oh my God, I love it.
Crustaceus, on his back is a city. Like that. It's in the works. It's workshopping.
God, yes.
So Crustaceus is the name of the giant crab who is the king of the city,
Yes.
and he also has a city on top of him, which is Crablantis.
Yes.
Well, it's even more complex than that. He's the god that they worship in Crablantis, and the king was King Pincicles, who was riding the shark chariot up to meet James Cameron. So it's quite an in-depth story. There's a lot to work with.
I feel like that build was where Lego and your puns finally met.
Yeah.
It was great.
Brilliant. Well, you need to patent that ASAP, guys, because we need to see that on Broadway very, very soon.
Step aside, Book of Mormon.
Thank you very much. Now, guys, we actually have heaps of questions coming in on the chats this morning. So why don't we just grab a couple of those?
Go for
And
it.
one that's actually, so many people have asked it, guys. What was your favorite build throughout the whole series?
Yeah, there's like
It would
20
be very
people
hard.
asking the same question.
Of our own or
Of your own.
Of your
someone
own.
else's?
Of your own.
Look, I feel obliged to say Frankenfig because, I mean, we won the show with it, but the Hansel and Gretel build holds a really, really special place in my heart. That build was everything that I wanted to do and that we wanted to pull off, and it came out so much better than we thought it was going to be, and I just love everything about it. I saw that somebody gets to win it, and I'm super jealous that somebody gets to keep that build.
You're like,
Wow.
wow, I want it. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I agree. I want that as a set. Like, still, I absolutely love that build. What about you?
Actually,
Jack?
this is the awkward time that we tell you we've actually won it, Alex, and we have it right here. No, just joking.
What about you, Jackson? Do you have a favorite build?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Other than obviously Frankenfig, the Hansel and Gretel build, it really was just like the expression of everything that Alex and I are into, and I feel like it really played to both of our strengths. And the fact that it was validated with a win just made it all the more awesome. We're both super proud of that one.
We're so proud, and so many people are writing. We love you guys. Congratulations. A big question that is coming through is, and you mentioned it before, obviously you guys are now the favorite team of a lot of people, but many people are asking this, who's your favorite team on the show? Whose builds were you loving?
Man, it's really hard to choose. Like, I feel like everybody had just such different approaches to building. I mean, Andrew and Damien, Trent and Josh, obviously, like, their builds were phenomenal, and standing up there in the finale with them, like, we both felt super intimidated. I feel like I've got to mention Jay and Starny as well. I feel like we were both pretty intimidated by them, and I remember feeling this really mixed emotion when they got eliminated. I was like, oh man, like, I really want to see what those guys build next.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm glad that they're not anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's just credit to everyone who was on the show. I mean, even when people had to go out, it was often when they built this brilliant thing, and it was just a question of which was the favorite out of these amazing builds. Yeah. And
we never wanted to win off somebody else failing. We wanted to everyone to do their best, and then to win with everyone doing their best. So we never wanted to see anybody fail, and to have brilliant builds go home, I think really speaks to the quality of the builders this season. Like, they were just unreal. Yeah. I've got a real soft spot for a couple of the teams that went earlier on, Annie and Runa and Summer and Iona, because I'm just gutted that we didn't get to see more of what they had to offer. And just really lovely people, and just great fun we had with them, and I was gutted to see them go.
Well said.
Love it. It was. And I have to say, looking at all of the teams on season 2, you all had such distinctive styles with your building as well, and brought something, special to each build. Like for you guys in particular, your kind of, I suppose, dark humor that would kind of come through, and obviously the beautiful storytelling. So everyone just had these really distinctive styles, and I think that really stood out, and we just loved it. We loved watching every one of you.
We've got heaps more questions coming through.
I have one actually from Digby Jimmy, and he has asked, guys, are you going to miss the brick pit?
Oh, wow.
It's a good question.
We both enjoyed the brick pit a little bit too much, and coming back to build with our very feeble, measly Lego collections was a bit of a sharp return to reality. Honestly, like just building with so many different parts available in practically infinite numbers.
And so well organised as well.
Oh, the post brick pit world is a dark place to live. You know, we tasted the good life, and now it's gone. It's it's never going to be the same.
I've got some terrible news for you guys. As 2 Lego Masters contestants who are like, you're out. Nothing lives up to it.
No,
you're never going to get it. It's amazing. So good, so good.
Amazing.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything on the horizon for you guys? Any plans to go to some conventions? Anything Lego-wise on the horizon for yourselves, either as a pair or separately?
Well, I think we'd love to show up at some conventions in the future when they are able to happen again. Like, I'd love to go over to Brickventure next year. I think that'd be really cool.
Oh, it's so awesome, guys. We really appreciate you having, the morning with us today on our last show. And it's just been an absolute joy watching you both. And we can't wait to see, where your Lego adventure takes you next.
And when you come over to Melbourne, let's hang out. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Maddy and Jimmy.